Hello, my darlings, and welcome to another Bedroom Guru at the beginning of the year with me, Nikki Allen.
Turn the spotlight on our studio audience as we hand over to our psychic medium, Nikki Allen.
Doing. Thank you again for you wonderful subscribers that are joining every single day. It's so exciting. Welcome to the channel, and as always, thank you to everybody that subscribes this channel and watches me. Your emails, your messages just completely fill my heart, and I really do appreciate them. And it appears you are loving the new elements or zodiac or whatever you want to call it signs with your readings. I'm doing air signs and fire signs, earth signs. You're loving it, so I'm going to carry on doing it. Now, one of my emails contained one by Claire Mintzer. And yes, Claire, you're totally right. I'm so excited in introducing my learning the tarot bit that I forgot to actually do a video completely on the full, upright and reversed. So this is for you, Claire, and everybody else who's making notes on each card. Now, this is the full. And he comes, as you can see, as I said, I'm going to start writing them above so that you've got them there. Air, he comes under the air sign, which is obviously no great shakes because he's looking up to sky. He's totally like, I'm like airy fairy person. I'm looking up and I'm just thinking, I'm going for it. Comes under the sign of Aquarius. Now, as you can see, the Fool is the 0, so he's ever present. He's really kind of infinite. I can't even say it. Infinite, because he hasn't got a number. Some people even use him at the end of the tarot. So he's like number 23, but he's number 0 for me, as far as I'm concerned, keeping it simple. As you can see, with the Fool, he's gazing upwards, that hence the air sign. And he's not even worried that he's coming to the precipice of a cliff and he's going to just go straight over it. He's got every belief system going on in his body that he's going to land completely softly when he takes that leap of faith. He's also got his knapsack on his back, which is very interesting because it's a small little bag, which basically represents the fact, do we really need some of the stuff that we hold on to? He's a minimalist, if you like. And I feel that when I see this card, we sometimes hold on to things and we don't make changes because of our stuff. You know, we don't want to move because, you know, we might have to get rid of a couple of wardrobes, or we don't want to sell that ring because we need the money, but, you know, you've had it for years and you just don't want to let it go, even though it's sat in a drawer for 20 years. Whatever the situation is, sometimes I think that knapsack is a lot more stronger than it actually, you know, purveys on the actual card. You've got the sun there that's brightening down, which is showing this divine time and this divine light that's telling you to go for whatever this new project is. This just screams new beginnings, the Fool. Okay, he's got the white rose, which is representing purity and innocence, as a lot of the other cards have with the roses. And he's got his white dog there, which represents loyalty and protection. So it's almost like the universe is saying, this is your time. You can do this now. Whatever it is, new job, new relationship, new home, whatever the thing is that you are thinking about doing, go for it. This is the go sign for you to go for it and not worry about how you're going to land. Have faith that you are protected by the universe, loved ones, guides, angels, whatever you want. Have faith that the universe is saying, this is your time. This is when it's going to work. Go for it. Look at him. He just doesn't care. He's absolutely happy in his little space and he's just going to go for it. And this always, you know, especially look at the cards neighbouring it, but most of the time you are going to land in roses. Okay, this is your encouragement to start whatever it is you've been thinking about or planning or wanting to know how to do. Okay, so that is exactly what that card is all about, upright, new beginnings and going for it no matter what it is. Going for it, trusting and knowing it's divinely timed and that it's going your way. What does it mean? Upside down. Upside down, it's pretty much opposite. There is an addition though. Upside down, this is basically you refusing to take a new opportunity through fear of it not working out, through fear that you're not good enough, for fear that perhaps it won't be, you know, it won't be as good as you imagine it to be. It doesn't matter. This is a you've got to go for it and stop mucking about here card, okay? This is saying to you, Stop being stubborn, stop being fearful, because if you don't go and make this opportunity happen out of ego, fear, doubt, then you're going to be stuck in exactly the same place by next year. Okay, so again, this is being mindful that if you're doing a reading for someone or you're looking at yourself, if it comes out reverse and it's actually saying, you know, for God's sake, what is wrong with you? Get out of your head and go for this opportunity, start this new class, you know, go traveling, go and do that journey, whatever it is that you are worried about or that you think you're not going to succeed in, then obviously this is telling you that you need to go for it. Some of us might even think it's the wrong time. The only way really is to look at the cards neighbouring it to see if they're like backing up your intuition. But most of the time this is highlighting the fact that you fear that, you know, fear change, basically that. Also, there could be a cautionary thing here as well. So on top of the fact that it's the ultimate opposite to the upright version, it can also mean that you're being reckless or frivolous or not actually looking at where you're going to land. This will come up with perhaps cards next to it. So perhaps it's like the Eight of Wands. You know, if you've got the Eight of Wands next to it, which is speed, communication, everything going really quickly, it could be a warning that everything is going too fast. Or you could have, for instance, Major Arcana, the Temperance card. Calm down, feel the balance, wait, you know, wait for divine timing. It depends what cards are next to it, but as I say, you can decipher that because you kind of work up a narrative with these readings, and it depends on what cards are connected to you. Eventually I will do card spreads for you to show you that. But, you know, if you might even intuitively feel it. Remember, this comes from intuition as well when you read these cards. So if you're doing it for yourself and there's something that you're rushing because you really want to get there and you don't really care and you're not, you know, crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and perhaps you're thinking, you know, I am being a bit reckless, I could spoil this due to my own impatience. Or you can clarify it with the person you're reading for. Is there anything that you're really trying to get going and like you're like kind of missing bits of, oh yeah, I did make a mistake, you know? So again, it's all about communication with yourself if you're doing it for yourself, or with the person that's sitting for the reading. So only you can ascertain. As I said, I can't remember when, one of the other videos, you need to ascertain what the meaning is concerning the cards and obviously the intuition and the reaction from the sitter or from your own self when you're reading the cards, because a lot of them have got different meanings. Okay, so that's just one of them, showing you that it can mean that either you're refusing to move or you're going far too quickly. You really need to like pull back on the reckless bits. All right, you know, you could even get perhaps a pentacle next to it, say you're overspending. Whatever it is, you the more that you learn the cards and the more you play with them, I play with them all the time, all my different cards, just to keep it fresh, because it is hard remembering them, especially when you've got brain fog. Do you know what I mean? So I'm always going over them and, you know, trying to remember every single meaning they have. But generally, a card reader, or when you're reading these cards, you'll end up sticking to certain subjects and forget that the other little subtitles of cards, and that's perhaps the way that you are going to be as a reader. You know, some readers I watch on YouTube and or perhaps at psychic fairs, whatever, and I think that doesn't really mean that. And so people, you know, they kind of read them differently. But as I say, I'm going to stick to what I know and what I've learned and what the Rider-Waite represent. So that, my darlings, is the Fool for you. Obviously, I've already done the Empress because I missed this one. And so the next card is going to be, what follows the Empress? Obviously, the Emperor, number 4 in the Major Arcana. So I look forward to sharing that with you and my amazing zodiac readings for you. Thank you for supporting me. Please share, subscribe, click, whatever you need to do. And I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Take care now, everyone. Bye now.